Alright, welcome guys to the stream. How are you doing today? It's good to be back. Hope everyone is having a good Tuesday. But wow, I definitely did not expect the did not expect the last stream to do as well as it did, which I mean is a good thing. But yeah, so I just want to take a brief moment and say thank you to all who've checked it out. I hope you like it. It's definitely not how I usually will do a stream. Usually I'll just like stream and do the campaign. I won't like do custom battle stuff. But yeah, you guys were asking to look at other stuff anyway, and it was just kind of a first look into the stream anyway. But yeah, we're playing one of my favorite races, or factions, I guess, which is the Elves of Lothlorien. I've played quite a few campaigns with them. I think I have found a pretty good kind of a start to them, because they can be a little tricky if you're not careful. But yeah, low advice, hard and hard. I don't like battle time limit. I think it can make the player become lazy by just waiting for time to delay. And also in real life, even in fantasy, battles don't have a time limit, or didn't have a time limit on them. So I just don't really see the fun in it. I get it if you want to do it, but not here. But yeah, welcome everyone who's here at the stream. It's good to have you. All right. Which again, like any stream, if you guys have any questions about why I'm doing something or not doing something, feel free to ask. Okay. Alright, check diplomacy. Yeah, so we're just allied with basically Aragorn and then the other Elven factions, which we need to come down and we need to talk to Rohan because we don't want to be fighting with them. And we should be able to get some money out of them for doing this. Usually it's not much, yeah. Cool. Now, assuming they aren't a dick, we shouldn't have to worry about going south. But anyway. So there are two kind of things you can do at the start of a Lothlorien campaign. I've done both. I've only had success with one. So Dol Guldur is right here. It's held by Mordor. They have a pretty good sized army in there, but so far, in what I've seen, they don't really branch out. They're mostly focused on Gondor down here, so they're not really paying attention. They're just trying to like hold on to this until they can spend more time and resources up here. And if you send your army this way, I mean, it's 3 turns to get there. And the problem that happens because of that is the orc rabble, or like the orcs of the Misty Mountains, cause you major headaches. In my experience so far, they'll send like 2 full stacks down at you, and you can't afford enough units basically to have an army like on your west and eastern border. You'll run a deficit and you'll ruin your campaign. So actually what we're going to do, we're going to take this rebel settlement up here and then just go west and just completely eliminate the threat of the orcs. Plus it'll open our trade routes between Elrond and the Free People, so we'll be able to make some more money that way. Yeah, which if you miss anything, don't worry about it too much. Whether you watch this now live or later on a VOD, as soon as I don't know when yet, but as soon as the mod becomes public, I plan on doing like not like a tutorial guides for each faction, but like a beginner's guide. You know, if you've never played like the original mod, or you're just unfamiliar with like Rome Total War, or just in general, if you just aren't really sure what you can or should do, or is a good start, or you've never played a faction before and you just want some kind of quick tips, that's what the guides will be for. But alright. This settlement's done growing, so we can tax the crap out of it. That way we get out of the red. But this settlement here, we want to lower down the tax rate because we want this to grow as fast as possible. Yep, he can come up here. We'll build a tower, which, if you can afford it, I highly recommend building towers basically everywhere. Having a line of sight over your provinces is a huge cheap and effective way, because you can recruit spies, but then you have the upkeep of 100 every single turn. So I mean, if you recruit a spy on turn 1, later down the track, it's gonna cost you more than a spy is actually worth. But watchtowers, it's a flat fee of 200 and you don't pay upkeep on them. But okay. How much? Okay. Yeah, do the military building here, because that'll let us upgrade to better archer units down the road. And then this settlement needs the population, the House of Healing. It'll help with population growth. And then we need to recruit some archer units. And yep, we're just gonna move on to this settlement here. Okay. So we got 5 with him. Yeah, that'll be way more than what we need to take that. We'll send this guy over here, because we'll get ready to attack Moria as soon as possible. But yeah, one thing about elves, very slow recruitment, very expensive units, but also really high-powered units. So that's another reason why I don't go east anymore. I go west, because since their units are so expensive, you just can't afford to have the 2 armies again. So you really gotta like take your time and decide where you want to put your armies, or send your armies, sorry, because that's where your focus is going to be. And since it takes, I mean, even their low tier units, it takes 2 turns to recruit. So it's not like orc units where you can just spam, 5 units in 5 turns. It's just not possible. But I think that's all I can do for the first turn. Yeah, because that's taxed, that's lowered. Yep, let's move on. Alright, good. Good. Okay. Doesn't really matter who launches the attack. Your generals, to start with, as the Lothlorien faction, are pretty weak. You can't move Galadriel yet. She's one of the ones where an event has to happen for her to get her movement. So if you see she has negative 200% movement, at this point, I don't know how to get rid of them. I know there is something you can do. I don't know if it's getting the ring and giving it to her or what not. But yeah, I need to talk with the mod team and figure out how you're supposed to. I think it's Galadriel, Sauron, Elrond, Saruman are the 4 generals that you can't actually move. They're just stuck. But okay. Alright, let's jump into this battle. I'm gonna save it. I did talk with the head like mod developer, because like the stream was fine in terms of like crashing and whatnot, but since it is a mod, it just streaming a mod like this early, like this new, it's just that more unstable, and kind of once you start crashing, crashes seem to happen more often. But I mean, with that being said, we streamed for a long while without having any issues, and I think the only reason why it started crashing was because we started doing custom battles with a lot of monster units. Basically, the more, in my experience, the more like unique a unit is, so trolls, Mumakil, Felbeast, Sauron, individual things like that, just seem to make it more unstable. But yeah, I'll zoom in on the bodyguard here, which I'm really excited for the mod, if you guys can't tell. Very, 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 very excited for it. And I would say by how well the last stream has done, I would say you guys are as well. We're just going to shoot the crap out of them. Utilize our missiles, because the problem with the elves, since they can't recruit things as fast, you really got to make sure that you take little to no damage almost every single fight. Like, you really just have to be really smart and really decisive. Like, you can't go into battle and lose half your troops, because it's not like current like Total War games where you can just replenish, in your provinces. Like, if this army, say hypothetically, this army was to get wrecked by these rebels, right? Like, I have to send all these troops back to a settlement that actually has the military building that can, replenish these or recruit these units. So just gotta be really smart with your decisions when playing as elves. It's probably right now is the biggest advice I can give you guys when you do get your hands on it. Alright, let's move these guys up a little bit. With that being said, the Elven races arguably have some of the strongest, like, the actual army compositions in the game. Dwarves definitely have like the strongest melee, but I mean, if we look, like 7 and 24 morale, like, I mean, every Elven unit, even the low tier archers here, are really freaking strong. The missile attack of 16 for their tier 1 unit is that unit alone is stronger than some factions like best missile unit. Send these 4 up here, because they'll start charging you. So what I've learned is they'll try and stop you from shooting them, but since Elven archers are so strong, they'll get nuked before they get there. But yeah, welcome again everyone to the stream. It's good to have you here. Just let them shoot at anything. It's just orcs, so their armor is pretty minimal. Shit. I didn't realize they had archers. Yeah, see, that's not good. Bring them up just in case they do get close. But yeah. Any missile unit in the game, even orc, or in this case goblin missile units, are really good. No matter the missile unit, they will give you their worth, I guess. If not even more. Come on, get them to rout. Oh, they didn't. Okay, good for them.
The gods have filled the
there
enemy
they
general
go.
with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward. The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us.
Actually,
it is time to
all things considered,
Gods be proud.
I didn't really do that good of a job. I should have walked away with no casualties, but it's okay. Hey, Styric, welcome to the stream, man. Just occupy it. You don't get any. 400 is the lowest a population settlement can go down to, so it's just not worth anything other than just occupying it. I have to say, yeah, I really like it. I mean, honestly, all things considered, I think it's better than the Rome remaster itself. And put towers. And then just leave one unit, and let's move out. And we want it to grow. Yeah, it's good to see you too, buddy. But yeah, the mod, I mean, for right now, for where the mod is at, I'm very impressed with it. Yeah, we want to accept it. And then he needs to come down and talk to Gondor. Okay, good. Another turn we'll get some missile units. Actually, I do want to recruit a spy. I know at the beginning of the stream I was saying spies aren't really worth their cost in the long run. Having 1 or 2 spies is handy just to be a lookout, because you can't like go into ambush stance or anything like that. You know, I guess you can't go into ambush, but there's not like set stances to go in, so I can't come like right here, go into ambush stance, attack them the next turn. But okay, I think that's all I want to do. Same thing for diplomats. With it being Rome Total War and like Rome Total War Remastered diplomacy, I mean, how much does it cost for them to? Yeah, I mean 50, but even that, it adds up. One thing I will say, no matter what campaign you start, even if you start in the red, don't freak out. Almost I think every single faction, as soon as you take a settlement, your income will change. You know, drastically in your favor. So don't worry about it. It's not like DAC, where if you play as elves, you need to have like, because I think in DAC I think at most you start with like 2 settlements depending on the faction you play on. Yeah, I think 2 is the most, and you have to take like 3 or 4 before you finally start making any like real money. Don't have to worry about that in this mod. But let's move on. Alright. Alright, good. Send him over here. Good. More population growth. And we want to, excuse me, just get walls put up here just in case. I seriously doubt any orcs or anyone comes down here to attack it. But even though we are allied with the Free People and Rohan, if any faction sees something like this, they will try and come and take it. So just give them the least amount of like, hey, we should come and attack him even though we're allies, because the settlement's super undefended kind of thing. We'll beat that if they attack me. These guys are pretty weak. Let's put them over here just in case Isengard tries to be stupid. We'll bring this unit back over here. These 3, soon to be 3 units, will beat that easily. What kind of unit are you? Ooh. Okay, then yeah, put that general in there, and then actually recruit one unit. And then at this point, because this is a very, very strong early army, and it should be enough to take out Moria. Who all can you play as? Everyone from release, or like from the start. You don't have to like unlock anybody. I don't want to take off the fog of war. Just because since I'm streaming it, I'm trying to do the least amount of things to make the game crash, basically. But you have Lothlorien here. The Orc Rabble has Moria, and then it's not named Goblin Town, but they own Goblin Town over here. You have Gundabad that starts in Gundabad. You have the Sylvan Elves are like Legolas and his dad. Thranduil. Here you have Erebor, you have Dale, you have the Iron Hills. Gimli. Gimli is your faction leader. You have Rune that has a settlement here, up here, and down here. And then Harad is basically this entire bottom half. So this is the faction you'll get, the Mumakil, which I hate to break anyone's balls, but they're pretty shit at the moment. A lot of, other than trolls, a lot of the monster units in the game at the moment are either super squishy, meaning they just die super quickly, or their like attack animations aren't quite right. For example, the Felbeasts for Mordor. That's actually why I was thinking about which faction to play as today. And I was thinking Mordor because I figured that one would be a faction that a lot of people want to see. But other than trolls, the Felbeasts, and you can get Mumakil as Mordor, and basically any Rune or Harad unit, I'm pretty sure you can get some variety of them. But the Felbeast one that's really cool, the Felbeast doesn't actually land to attack. It just kind of like swoops and is supposed to do damage, but it actually doesn't do any damage. It'll do its attack animation, but won't do any damage. So it's essentially a wasted unit at the moment. Yeah, move him down here to Gondor, which Gondor owns obviously Minas Tirith and this entire like southern part of the mountains. You have Rohan, Isengard, the Dunlendings, Rivendell or the Noldor elves, the Free People. So you have like Aragorn, Gandalf here. The Noldor elves also has a few settlements over here, and then you have the Arid Luin. It's not the Arid Luin dwarves, but that's the mountain range here, and you can play as them as well. I think that's everybody. Yeah, as of right now. Yeah, I can. I just hope it doesn't crash it. The other thing that's really nice that I like that this mod doesn't do, so depending on who you are in Divide and Conquer, so if you play as Erebor, for example, right? The Orcs of Gundabad get like 4 settlements on turn 2. They get like 2 stacks coming at you, right? None of that like anti-player stuff, which I personally do not like, is not in the game at this moment. So if you start a campaign as like Gundabad, for example, the dwarves don't get all of these minor settlements. Like it's first come, first serve, who expands, that kind of thing. So I'll go from left to right. So here you have the Noldor elf settlements, and then Rivendell. You have the Free People. There's Gandalf. Here are the Doors of Arid Luin. I don't know. their actual name, to be honest. And then you have Gundabad, starts with Gundabad and Karn Doom, which I'm playing them right now in my spare time, and I really like them. I'll go into that later on when I play them, but really like the Orcs of Gundabad. I will talk about this at the end of here, if I remember. But here you see like the Orcs of Moria. That's technically Goblin Town right there. And then Moria. Isengard. Rohan. I missed Dunlendings. Gondor. Which the custom battle map of Minas Tirith is really freaking cool. Really, really like it. It's really well done. One thing I want to mention to them I haven't done yet is Osgiliath is basically a fort. You can't repair it on either end, which who knows? Maybe they'll leave it there. I don't know. They've been really, they've been really good about kind of getting the testers' feedback. So if enough people say something about it, they could change that. But at the moment, it's just a fort. Suzanne, what is the Fog of War? So usually when you play a game in Total War, Suzanne, any area you don't see, it's like dark or the Fog of War. But in Rome Total War Medieval 2, you have like the Rome shell or Medieval shell, and you can just toggle it off and on so you can see things. And then Harad has this large territory all the way down here. Mordor obviously has Mordor. You have Rune, which I've talked to them about Rune. I'll talk about it later on down the road. Don't have good things to say about this faction at the moment. There's a lot, in my opinion, there's a lot wrong with Rune at the moment. So the Iron Mountain East of Erebor. Yeah, they are a different faction. So it's basically Gloin and Gimli. The Iron Hills faction is a separate faction. And then you have Erebor. And so what's actually kind of cool, I don't know how they're going to do this yet down the road. So when you play as dwarves, you have Dale, the Iron Hills. You have this faction, which is just like the dwarven clans, which that is technically like the dwarves' god. And then this faction over here, right? But they have it set up for them to use the Rome Total War Senate mechanic, where if you have or haven't played Rome Total War, basically in Rome and Rome Remastered, you get your like influence high enough, and the people like want you to take over and like take over Rome, right? And so as of right now, there's nothing like scripted to happen. But I have talked to them about adding in kind of an event where whatever dwarf faction you play, if you get your like influence basically like super high, right? That you get the chance to like confederate the other dwarven factions. But so there's nothing that good happens, but you still want to maintain like good relations with the dwarves, and you want to keep like your relations with the Senate and the people high. Because in what I've been told, if you get like super low, there is a chance that the other dwarven clans can betray you. So, which it's pretty hard to piss them off. But there's no reward for getting super high relations yet, but there is an incentive not for it to go to shit, basically. But who knows? Maybe they'll add it in. Maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just get rid of it entirely. Who knows at this point. They got a lot on their hands as it is. So before I get back to the campaign here, so this settlement here, I've talked to them about it. I don't know. I haven't heard back from them yet. But these these are this settlement is technically like the eagles, like in The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, the eagles that fight, you know, for the good factions. But no matter who you play as, it's technically a rebel settlement, so you're at war with them, right? And so I've hinted at the idea, because these 3 units here are extremely deadly. Like, I haven't tried it yet, but I don't even know if a full stack could defeat those 3 units. They're very strong. But yeah, I've kind of hinted, and I'm trying to nudge them into either making, like, just getting rid of this and giving the eagles to, like, Aragorn's faction, because their armies are super, super weak, and just to give them a little extra kick. But who knows? But for me in general right now, it's just cool for them to, like, add stuff like that in, basically. You like the farm textures are pretty cool. Oh yeah, right here, Dale. But oh, my bad. Which there are some things that need addressed, but for the most part, a lot of the stuff is super minor. You'll notice some of the voice acting is still like from like Rome, and they've talked to us about it, and it's just they don't have enough people to voice act, basically, to like replace those. So it's not that they forgot about them, they just don't have the people to do it at the moment. They can make it have a tag like the Mongols determined, so the player can't play them. Yeah, the biggest thing I've talked to them about with that eagle is, like, if you're like an orc faction, yeah, be at war with them. But if you're like elves or like Aragorn's faction that has Gandalf, or Rohan that has Gandalf, like, don't be at war with the eagles. You know, that way it just kind of makes sense, kind of thing. A little more. Okay. I need build the Elven training field just so we can get some more archers, and then we'll build this. Which, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be, other than streaming tonight, obviously, I will be doing some basic, like, beginners tutorial guides, because some of the buildings can be deceiving a little bit. Mainly like the armor and the missile attack and the heavy attack or the light attacks. Like, yeah, you +1, but like you'll see when I go in when I talk about it a little bit, because some factions benefit from that and some don't. So it's not something that you want to do with every faction, basically. You just gotta, I mean, do what you want, but some factions will be hurt by it rather than get the benefit from actually doing that kind of thing. Suzanne says, I don't like the sound of my voice, but I would be happy if they would like me. I just needed a studio to go to. I'm in San Jose. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not a big yeah, I don't know where they, because I mean, everything with this mod is, you know, it's volunteer work, so I don't want to, you know, tell you to go pay to go to a studio to record yourself, kind of thing. Diplomat. Okay, I moved. I don't think I can do anything else at the moment. Yeah. And it says, modded 3rd Edition DAC for personal reasons, mostly to remove the garrison script, fix some roads. Hi, Cash. So I'm familiar with how the engine works. Which, for those of you guys who are new to the stream, this is my dog, Cash. He likes attention. So I do apologize. He does need some love from time to time. Hi. But this is Cash. Alright, move. Get down. Good boy. I could definitely let them know, Suzanne, that you're interested, that you and your friend are interested in doing it. I believe some of their the voice actors they need is for orcs, I believe. And then just kind of weird general voices, because if I click on this, you hear like a Greek voice kind of thing, not a Elvish one. Let's build another tower. Which, I mean, I don't know. It kind of depends on the person. I could care less that it's a Greek voice. Some people will be like, oh, that's not Elvish. That's not, that's not accurate. And it's, it's like, what do you expect? It can't be perfect at this point, you know what I mean? It's very time intensive to work with, and map modding has multiple layers you need to make sure. Yeah. Yeah. Which I know nothing about modding, so like, I'm in no position to critique anything, other than them asking us to critique certain things and to test certain things. I'm not gonna say that, it's super easy, because I know it's not. Oh, cool. We can talk to Boromir. He's supposed to be dead.
Your Honor, I will address them at once.
Yeah. Alright. What about trade? Okay. There's nobody down here. So come up north and talk to Dale. Yeah, I mean, it just, I'm sure they'll get there eventually. Just right now, it's not their main concern. Mainly because every voice acting that needs replaced needs to have someone volunteer to do it. So, all right. Military buildings are good. The forge is good because it gives us access to units as well as increasing our trade income.
Yes, moving.
Okay.
Orders. Onward. Ambush in place. Onward. Build tower.
This is easy to deal with. I'm not worried about that.
March.
I'm not worried about that either.
Sir.
We can, even if they bring everything and attack us, we'll win. I do, however, how much does this help us economic? Not much. Okay, yeah, build this because we'll get a return on investment in less than 6 turns. So build that, and then we'll build the forge so we can get some better infantry. That will help this settlement. What does it need? So 10 turns, that's not too bad actually. Yeah, just get some economy going. There's one streamer I follow every now and then. He has several dogs that take naps or play together in the room. Dog bed cam set up. Man. I mean, if I could afford one. If I could afford a better camera, I'd first buy a mic. I need a mic more than anything. Alright, you're moved. Yep. We'll keep an eye on him. He's 2 turns from anything, so. Oh, that's a bit of an issue. How many he's got in there? 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got 11 to my 12. Got a lot of missile units. He's got 1. I will say, compared to Dak, do not underestimate goblins and orcs. Almost every goblin unit in the game does armor piercing. So that's why, honestly, that's why I really like Gundabad, because their units are cheap and they're armor piercing, and that's all the dwarves have. I haven't had to fight them yet, but I'm very excited to see how they do against a dwarven army. Let's put him here. That's like the ambush stance. If you guys haven't played Rome and you don't know what he's doing, he's technically hidden, so when I hit end turn, they won't see him. Okay, this settlement's good. They can recruit archers now. Good. Build the Fountain of Healing so we get more population growth. 75%. Good, he got in. I will save it, just in case, you know. Right, you can only ambush in a forest in this game. Right. Right. Which I will say, compared to Rome, and like Medieval 2, the remaster and like this mod does a very good job of, like, if you send your character into a tile with a tree by it, they almost always go into ambush stance. It was always, for me anyway, it was very tricky to find the exact tile that you needed to go into ambush stance. The only time you won't go into ambush stance is if you use all your movement to go into the trees, then you're not in an ambush. You have to have movement left for them to go into the stance. Yeah, get another one. But that's it for now, because money's going to be tight for a little bit. Yeah, I think I fucked that up. Because they're bringing more units. They're recruiting more units. But we won't wait there forever. Because we can reach it from here. Plus, we can, if we need to, we can starve them out a little bit. Money. Yep, okay, good. Everything is money. Always good to save often with a modded Rome and Medieval 2. Never know when you make it a crash. Yeah. Welcome, everyone, to the stream. It's good to have you guys. Good. I think that's all I can do. Yeah. Hopefully they send a little army out and we can ambush them and kill them. Where is their cavalry? They don't get much cavalry. I think they just get 1. But where is it? Right here. Okay. Elven scout cavalry. I think they just get horse archers. We just need something to run them down so we can wipe them out after battles. Alright.
March.
72. Alert survived. That's weird. Send 1 more there, just in case he attacks me there. Alright. Nope. It's not that I don't want to build that, it's just the return on investment, just not worth it, especially since we don't have that much money at this point in time. That one would be good. Yeah, do that. Then we'll get the Great Forge the next time. Alright. Yeah, they're just recruiting stuff. Which we can make their units worse. I'm not too worried about it.
Awaiting your command.
Good. Cause it's not like it's not necessary that we take that right now. Yeah, just save our money. Because the thing is, if we fight that and lose, they can replenish basically instantly. So even though you can't recruit like 5 units a turn, you are able to retrain 2, 4, 6, 10 units per turn, which they can easily do that. There we go. Yeah. They got what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So yeah, 14 against my 14. We could definitely beat this army in an open field battle. It's just that in the Moria settlement, because Moria is a custom settlement, we just don't have the means to do so and win effectively. Because I want to take Moria and then also the settlement over here. I think it's Austin Edhill.
Awaiting your command. That's not possible, sir. At once.
Yep, you're fine there. Good. Alright, let's get this some more money. Alright, if they don't attack or come out here, we'll attack them. It's fine. Alright, yep, we'll launch the attack. And we'll just siege him a little bit. It's only 5 turns. Good, yeah, we're just building up a little bit of money. Yep, that's fine for now.
My lord?
Keep sending him up north. Good. Trying to think. Because once we take Moria, our income will go up drastically as well. Hey, Wyvern, how we doing, man? Says out for dinner and dropping some love here for you all. Have a great one. Hey, what? I hope you have a good dinner, my friend. Good. Alright. Yeah, no problem, Suzanne. No problem. Which, if they don't sally out, I'll fight it manually so you guys can see the battle map. And they won't. Good. Just make them weaker. Because that's a lot of troops. Lots of troops.
Your honor, at once.
Because unlike Total War, like Warhammer, like you're not getting levels up. So like taking settlements like as soon as possible, you know, to Sack City or whatever, it's just not worth it. In this, it's vastly more important to win effectively every single battle, so you limit your casualties rather than rather than just fighting to take it. Plus our income's fine, we're growing. There's no like immediate threat to get back here. Yeah, what, 2 turns? Yeah, we're 2 turns from helping them if we needed to. Yeah, after we definitely need to get the forge now. Good, our income's not too bad. Because we need the vanguards. They're a spear and shield unit. Sorry, not shield. They are a spear unit. We just need a little something more to hold the line. Level up in different ways by gaining traits and new items. Right. It would be good to get some sentries. It's just the sentries are just like the upgraded archer unit, but it's just yeah, get that. Just so we have access to better units. How many turns they got? 3. Just keep weakening them down a little bit. Which one thing I've noticed, the banners, they don't accurately like tell you. So like I think in Rome or what, I can't remember if it's Rome or Medieval 2. Rome, which like this, the amount like shaded in is just telling you how many units they have, not necessarily the strength of the army. I think it was Medieval 2 where you could have an army full of peasants and it would still be super low. But here it's just telling you that they have like 20 units. Good. Yeah, get our money back. Yeah. Plus 13 is just not worth it. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Alright. One more turn. And if they... Ooh. So they got 2 turns. Not a problem. And... Good. Thing is, our... What? So we get another unit there. So 1, 2, 3... 6 units. We'll beat their 8. Alright, let's save it, and we'll go into the battle for Moria. I wonder if they'll even sally out. I'm curious. If they sally out, I'll reload it and like fight it manually so you guys can see the map. But if they don't, I'm just curious to see what they do. I've never actually like just sieged out a settlement. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Not a problem. The Moria map, I will say, is tricky for an Elven army. And you guys will see why shortly. Oh, there it crashed. That's alright. It's bound to happen at a few points. Don't do it yet. Sending crash reports just takes a long time. It like takes time for it to process them, is what I should say. It's not hard. It's not difficult. It takes time that I don't want to do on the stream. Hey, Ospin, welcome. Yeah, crash number 1. They're bound to happen still. I mean, the mod is still in development, so the fact that there are a lot of things that aren't like completely done, you know, like it's bound to happen. I mean, if you guys played like the original Divide and Conquer, oh my god, that was just a crashy mess. Like, it was so bad. I mean, that's why they took out single entities, I believe, in that game, because they were like Sauron, Gandalf, that kind of stuff. Because they couldn't get it to work right.
A battle is never an easy thing to face,
I just don't want it to rain. There we go.
Never mind. Await my orders.
Oh wow, this is actually really good. So you guys can kind of see it. There you go. Once I start the battle, I'll hit K and you guys can see it a little more. But yeah, it's really well done. Really well done. It is much smaller than the Divide and Conquer map, which I don't have a problem with. Cause so like from the movies, you know, you have the East Gate, the West Gate. You know, it's very small and that kind of thing. But this is basically like Balin's tomb, I believe, is what they're trying to do. And hopefully they did fix a bug here, though. After I get set up here, I'll explain it. It's basically my missile units. There is, or was, maybe there still is, I guess, you know. There was a bug with this map where a lot of times they'll set up their units over here. And so I was like, oh, I see an opportunity here, right? I would swing my units over here and have them shoot across. And some of your, well, not some, a lot of your missiles would actually get blocked by an invisible wall. That looks so much better than Dax version. Yeah, like, I like it just because, like, I get that it's in a mountain. You know, so I get it's going to be dark. Just like, you know, fighting at, at Mordor and that kind of thing. But, like, people want to see this cool stuff, you know? Like, you know, it's the whole point of customized settlements. Like, the stuff with the dwarves is really cool, but, like, most of the stuff, like, for Dane's Halls, I haven't fought at Erebor yet, actually, in Dax, so I can't save for that one. But, like, for Dane's Halls, like, the gate and all that stuff, like, the outside is really, really freaking cool. But the inside is just, like, meh, you know? Like, nothing great, nothing bad, but meh. Also, quality of life. Alt and dragging. These are, like I said, they should retreat. Balance of power is even. See what they're gonna do. We'll slow it down. Alright. Oh, no. These guys have the most powerful ammo, but also the least. So I need to be careful with it. But yeah, I mean, DAC in terms of all of their like customized settlements, really cool. The only reason that this mod currently doesn't have that stuff is that they just haven't had the time. It's definitely on the to-do list. I've talked to them about it. It's on their radar. They're very well aware of all that stuff. They're just, all their focus now is just getting the first public release ready. And then, you know, they'll work on patches, they'll work on updates, and whatnot. And I believe the customized settlements, you know, Erebor, Moria's obviously already got one, but your typical like capital cities, all of them at some point will become customized. So, you know, this isn't even technically the first official release, so don't worry. You know, it'll come. I just don't want what's happening with Warhammer 3 to happen, Warhammer 3 and Warhammer 2 to happen with this, where once it becomes public and people are like, oh, well, it's not as good as DAC. It doesn't have customized this. It has this problem. It has this. And it's like go to the first couple streams of like the original Divide and Conquer back in like 2013, 2014. And like you just can't compare that stuff. Like you can't do it. And it literally pisses me off that people do that with Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 3. And it's like you're comparing a game that's had 5 years of development to a game that's had a few, that's been out for a few months. Like, but I mean, to his or her own, you know, everyone's gonna have their own opinions. And welcome, Luke, to the stream. Welcome, buddy. But it's, you know, like the stuff we'll get here. Yep, they still haven't fixed that, unfortunately. Yep. Okay, stop firing. This is what I was afraid of. They haven't had a chance to fix that. So you see there, my missiles are just like disappearing. Would kill for a burning head right there. Just have the units shoot that, you know, aren't blocked. How about you? Plus the Twilight Guard, Celeborn's unit will wreck a lot of their units. Alright, you don't fire. One thing I could have done too that I have done in DAC is you siege a settlement, and then on their like one turn you quit your siege and then re-siege them, and so you essentially just keep killing, like you keep decreasing their values and they're never able to replenish because they're technically continuously under siege. But I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely wasn't expecting that. I'm very glad it is. But yeah, the last stream is blowing up, as you said. It's going really well. We've gained a few subs since then as well. So yeah, it's been a good day. I mean, I went to bed with it having like 145 views. And then I woke up to it having like 600. I went and showered this morning before work, and like got back on and refreshed it, and it was up to 800. And then when I got home, it was over 2,000. So how many have we killed? We've killed about 600 already. The Twilight Guards will take care of those guys. The Horned Guards for them are really good, don't get me wrong. Alright, you come out here. Haldir can stay in here just for basically moral support. Hey, Mark, how we doing, man? Yeah, thank you. It's been a good day. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, shoot the armored. Okay, they're bringing. All right, quit firing. I wonder if their line of sight is blocked. But yeah, Celeborn will probably have 300 kills. I would imagine. The highest viewer count I think was 8, maybe 9. No, I take that back. Sorry. We got rated by Radiant Ash. I think the highest we got was 20 people. And then, sorry, I gotta think. I think like half of them stuck around. So I think on average we had like 10 people there. Alright, there's like nobody here. So quit firing. We don't want to waste ammo on just a few units like that. I wonder if we can shoot them. Oh, I bet we'll get the like invisible wall bug, which I mean, Warhammer 2 has the invisible wall bug too. What's going on? There it goes. Yeah, these guys are just, they're not very good. What's their attack? 10? Yeah. Good. Yeah. They'll slaughter through those guys. Nope. Get back. You're on. Oh, I thought they were on guard mode. Oh, delicious. Yeah, shoot into the blob. Gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, that was loud. It's been good for a moment. Hey, I'm glad to hear that, Mark. Yeah, just, I mean, I honestly didn't think the stream, like, especially since, like, the stream in terms of concurrent viewers, like, it wasn't anything, like, outrageous. You know, it was the typical, you know, few people here, a few people there came in. But it just took off. Which, you know, it's good for me. Good for me. This is not bad. Radiant Ash normally gets 15 to 25. Mercy and Dave get 40 to 60. Legend is typically around 25. Yeah, right? And so, I mean, the fact that I have, like, I think before I started this stream, I had 169 subscribers. You know, so, like, all things considered, in terms of, like, ratios compared to their, you know, like, I'm happy with where I'm at. You know, like, I can, for as small as my channel is, I can get a good amount of people to show up to my streams pretty consistently. He's just racking up kills. I wish they had a kill counter, so you could see, you know, how many they're actually racking up. But we've already killed about 1,200 of their troops. Just under 1,200.
Units! My lord, come back, cowards!
Yeah, Killaborn is just eating them up. They're turned the wrong way. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. He can handle all three of those, to be honest. He might need a little support here and there, but for the most part, he'll slice right through them. Yeah, mainly because like it gets, I think for those it's because the Skyrim streams get a lot of like wyverns group to come over, because it's more of the RPG kind of play style. But the people that will really like, you know, this mod and like Total War games, you know, Skyrim is just something that both like kind of groups of my viewers both can watch and enjoy, kind of thing. I wonder. Oh, that's not good. It's whenever I move. That's not good. Just click out there and it should reset it. Yep. I want to see if they have a good line of sight. Good. Which, yeah, so I mean, the thing is though, I was thinking about that. I mean, I've been thinking about the channel a lot, don't get me wrong. You know, I've been thinking a lot of like, okay, like what is really driving, which if I want to go with concurrent viewers, which is a really good thing, don't get me wrong, it's definitely would be to stream a lot of Skyrim. With that being said, RPGs aren't like 100% my, you know, it's not my like go-to thing. It's not what I really enjoy playing. So it's just hard for me to like really stream and play a lot of Skyrim when it's not something I really look forward to all the time, kind of thing. So yeah, but the big thing is though, I've noticed, so like as far as I know, I'm the only one live streaming this. Out of all the testers that we have, I don't know of anyone in the testing group other than myself and one other person who live streams. So I mean, as of right now, I have sort of a monopoly on streaming the game. Like, people could start making videos or start streaming 100%. But I mean, as of right now, I don't know of anyone else in the testing group that is streaming. And that's the thing, is like I enjoy Skyrim. I enjoy playing the game, but like I could play Total War games every single day and be fine. I couldn't play Skyrim every single day and really be excited about it, kind of thing. So alright. They've taken too much damage. Get them out. Watch out!
Where's my dinner?
Right the hell. I'll be right back, guys. Fiance just got home. I'm gonna talk to her for a little bit. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back, guys. Just one moment. It's gonna get really bright in here. Alright. And yes, that was a blanket. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's get back to it. He should be fine for a little bit. Plus, we'll get him some support. But yeah, I do plan on doing. I mentioned it a few times. I do plan on doing some like beginner's guides to the mod. And since my fiance has gotten a summertime job, some of her hours, oh shit, that's not working. Some of her hours are kind of bad, but good for streaming, kind of thing. Like some of her shifts are like 3:30 to 9:30 at night, kind of thing. So it's not great because we don't get to spend time together. But I got nothing else really to do, so. Then I have the opportunity then to stream. There we go. Alright, let's move up this way. Because it's just garbage archers. Alright, you stop firing. How good are these shots? Not really worth it. Okay, good. What is it? Just under, or just over half. Yeah, well, welcome, Soldier Able. Sorry I was MIA there for a little bit. Alright, let's move some units over here. Yeah, he is just a beast. I do need to mention to them about kind of like what they did in DAC is they got rid of like it dipping down. The good thing, well, they're armor piercing. That's the only reason why these guys are doing so much. The armored goblins are armor piercing. But yeah, we're definitely gonna win. There we go. But I mean, yeah, definitely, you're not wrong, Mark, for sure. Having more concurrent viewers is a good thing. But in my case, like, other than streaming on the weekends, like my stream times are pretty whack, you know, for most people. So the fact that it's gotten what is it at now? I wonder. It's got over 2,500 views right now. So the fact that it's gotten that many views and more impressions, more people clicking on it, yeah, it's got over 2,567 views at the moment. And I mean that's just the first stream video of this, and I mean this is as brand new as you can possibly get. It's technically, I mean, it isn't even public yet. So you know, the fact that it's done that well for a mod that's basically non-playable for anybody other than like 12 people in the entire world, I'll take that. You know, I'll take that. All right, let's slide you this way. Because yeah, these horn guards will definitely beat my swords here. I actually might need these guys to come back in. Okay, skirmishers, that's fine. Good, we flanked them a little bit. We're just fighting more of their units than they're fighting us. Yep, missiles, that's fine. My missile, I'm fine with my missiles getting shot a little bit because ours are stronger. Go support him. Oh, no. What are you doing? Oh, you're out. Okay. You come out here then. Yes, especially if we are able to actually kill their general here, that would be amazing. Shoot them. Right in front of your face. Get deleted. That's good. Oh yeah, look at that. Like that, I think. Good. Now, I mean, it's like Rome. A lot of their units should basically start breaking instantly. Especially since they're tired. Don't shoot them, shoot them. Good. Yep, we got this now. But yeah, I mean, since it was the first stream, like, you can't expect everyone that has watched that stream is going to subscribe. Like, it would be cool, obviously, but the reality is, like, not everyone is going to subscribe just from the first video or stream of it in this case. Because I mean, out of 2,500 people that viewed it, 60% of those people are not subscribed to me. So, you know, it's fine. But with that, it's just gonna take time. You know, I'm gonna stream more. I'm gonna have more videos of it, and eventually, you know, the hope is that, you know, people are gonna be like, okay, this guy, you know, he knows what he's doing with this game. He's fun to watch. Plus, once it becomes public and people start playing it, it's gonna. I mean, just think of it with like Warhammer 3 and Immortal Empires. Once Immortal Empires comes out, more people are going to be joining, you know, Legend streams again because they want to, since they can play it, they want to see him play it, kind of thing. But people just don't. People aren't overly thrilled about games that they don't quite have access to. But you know, once they do, you know, they're all about it. Which this mod should go public very soon. From my understanding, it's like dotting the I's kind of thing with the mod. So stop firing. Yeah, they definitely need to get that fixed. But all things considered, really good shape. But yeah, this is the only. I just need more infantry. He's gonna have like 600 kills. Shoot that missile unit. And plus, like right now, it's 6:30 my time. Yeah, half those shots just got blocked. It's, you know, it's still not a great time to be streaming. Like, for me, ideally, to be streaming to get the most people, I need to stream at like 9 a.m. my time, so 9 hours ago. You know, I work Monday through Friday, so I just can't do that. But, you know, I mean, that's what happened with the first stream, was I streamed it in the mid-afternoon on a weekend. It got like I think initially it got like 150 views, like as I, you know, between streaming and whatnot. And then, you know, after it streamed, like 12 hours later, when people started waking up, you know, that kind of thing, like it just took off. So it'll get there. It'll get there. Just got to be patient. All right.
Infantry!
We could send Haldir over here to. Why can't I attack them now? There he goes. Let's go capture town square. Just so we limit the damage that these guys will take, because he's got a couple. Yeah, I was just gonna say a couple thousand, or just over 1,000 orcs to go through yet. Alright, come in here. And we'll just triple speed it. There we go. 2 minutes. Which that's what they are rushing back to. Just bring them out here. And just, we should cap it before they get back though. Because they're exhausted, they're moving super slow. We should be able to cap it. Oh yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad of a ratio. What do you guys think? 800 kills. Oh yeah, I gotta love elves, man. Didn't heal anybody or heal any of his units. Not bad. Okay, good. I didn't want to say anything, but I really didn't want it to crash. All right. One thing you do have to worry about is you can't get rid of this culture penalty, but basically any building that has a down arrow that you can get rid of it. Not for the money, but it's for the culture penalty, which will cause you drastic public order problems. Geez, that's expensive. Alright. Let's... Yeah, do Galadrim swords. Let's make this my capital. Made, you know, like 20 income. But big thing is it'll make these guys a little happier because they're not as far away. And then, yeah, we just need to keep an eye on this army. But we'll pop a save since we did take Moria. And let's move on. Yeah, they went away. We'll just put you over there. Plus, like, once the word gets out, I mean, obviously the word is getting out now. I mean, my channel of 169 subscribers has a 2,500 view stream of it. It doesn't have, like, a super large watch time, but I mean, honestly, though, how many videos do you watch if you're, like, of Legend streams? Like, if you weren't subscribed to Legend, you would give it a few minutes, which people have, to check it out to see if you like it, if you're even interested in it. So it'll just gotta give it time. It'll get there. It will get there. Alright. Just save our money. Don't need to upgrade this anymore. Mainly because it's just military buildings and we're not going to be building or recruiting things here because like Rome Total War, your troops come out of your population. So it kind of would defeat the purpose of recruiting troops there. It's only like a must-have, like urgent, desperate situation kind of thing. Alright.
At your service.
Good. Alright, these two come back here. Because, yeah, we'll be able to retrain those two guys. How pissed are you if I take all of these? We're not too happy about that. Alright, that's good. We don't need him. Okay, good. We'll take this, we'll be able to trade with some of our allies if we do that. And we'll move on. Honestly, with his 20-turn guys, I skip all the battles. I'm more interested in what he does on the campaign map and how he levels up the lords. That's why I like the skill guide videos. Anything. Right. Like, even through the VODs, like his, like, Legends, like, VODs, because I always miss his streams during the week. And so, like, when I get home, if I'm, like, just playing, if I'm playing a game and not streaming and I watch him, I don't care about what he does on the battlefield. I do what, like, Anon was saying, where I skip to his campaign stuff because that's what I enjoy. Because, I mean, if you've spent any time watching Legend, you probably know what his battles are going to be like. And so, you know, some things are really cool. Some things are just like, eh, okay.
I shall speak with them at once.
A most generous proposal.
Keep them happy is the biggest thing.
Yes, my lord. I shall speak with them.
Alright. Good. Yeah, this is defensible now. Cav would be good. But get growth. We need more growth there. Good. And let's move on. That's why I think the tutorial, like, beginner's guide for this mod will be really helpful, because since it's so brand new, you know, people are going to be interested, because I think what's going to happen, is a lot of people are going to come to this, if they have the Rome Remaster, they're going to come to it thinking it's going to be exactly like Divide and Conquer, right? Which it's not in any way, shape, and form. The only similarities that they have is the fact that it's Lord of the Rings and they have the same names and factions. There is a vast difference between the two mods. And that's why even if you're an experienced DAC player, you can probably figure it out. But maybe, you know, maybe they want to check out, you know, someone that's played it a little bit, and you know, there might be a few tips and tricks, like the former like head mod developer for the Divide and Conquer. Like he's obviously not with the team anymore, but he still does like I think it's developer diaries, where he like showcases a faction, their units, their campaign, you know, suggests ways you can go about starting their campaign, all that kind of stuff. And those get a ton of views because they want to know that, you know, the updates, the changes, you know, the do's, the don'ts of those factions, and all of that stuff here is going to be completely brand new. Let's see. All right, that's being built there. That wouldn't actually be terrible. But no, build the military building there first. Yep, that's growing really well. Yeah, pop the... It's not making us that much money. It's not really worth taxing it more than what we need to. Alright, good. We'll be able to assault that next turn. Did we already talk to them? No.
I shall speak with them at once.
Okay.
A most generous
Just
proposal.
keep them happy is the biggest thing. Keeping them happy. Tell you what, I wouldn't actually mind recruiting one spy just to kind of keep tabs on Mordor. For that exact reason. Just in case they bring a full stack nearby. Oh yeah, that's nothing. How much does that? 180 to upkeep. Which, for the record, like 180. Like, I think in Divide and Conquer, most of the units are like 300 or more. Orcs usually pay like 50 or 60 gold. So that's a lot. But yeah, we do need more infantry. His battles take way longer than mine. He also has the patience to sit through. Yeah, and see, sometimes I do. Like if I'm streaming a dwarf campaign, like I'll take the time to make sure I have a really good start, so the campaign is interesting. But for the most part, like if I'm playing my own time and I just don't care, like I want to get later on the stages, I'll auto-resolve when I shouldn't. You know, I'll do a bunch of stuff that normally I wouldn't just because I'm lazy. Let's move you.
Yes, my lord.
Good. Would double my trade. Yeah, go ahead and do that. It's one thing I wish they would add is they don't. Not every faction gets mines, even though they have, you know, resources for it. But yeah, using rune magic is, if you're like strictly using, even if you have catapults and then you have to use rune magic, even on triple speed, that's at least probably 2 hours depending on the size of the battle. Yeah, just keep him literally there. So if they try and attack, which we are going to have to leave. Let's bring him over, as well as one more unit. We're going to have to leave a good-sized garrison here. They'll stay neutral, in my experience anyway. They'll stay neutral to us as long as we don't basically leave it weak. But let's pop a save and we'll do the siege. Not worth it. Which for larger settlements, oh, it crashed again. There it goes. That's why we save it. I have talked to them about it. I don't know if they plan on doing it. But higher tier settlements at this point don't have towers. It does provide like a hidden buff to your missile unit's range. I don't know by how much exactly, but it does seem that your archers will shoot farther being up on the wall. But the like Minas Tirith, Dol Guldur, none of those have towers that will shoot your units, which is a little odd. In general, the first episode in a series of the most views. Yeah, right. Which, don't want to start a new one. That's why, like, I think, like, for right now, that's why, how do I want to say it? So, like, when I've been doing my testing of, like, factions and whatnot, I rarely have gone over turn, like, 30, 35. Because I'm getting a feel for, you know, a faction's initial, like, start. Like, how tough is it? How easy is it? What are things you can do, shouldn't do, you know, all that good stuff. So it's... But that way, you know, when I make those videos, I'm able to explain that. Because really, so far in my experience with the mod, if you have a really good, like, first 30-ish turns, you should be fine. With that being said, you know, some factions will have a much harder start than others. And so you do need to be you need to be smarter with some factions than others. Because by like turn 30, Mordor will have some pretty potent armies coming at you. So assuming you're a good faction. Alright, get that destroyed and then get the hell out of there.
The enemy gate is down! Our battering ram has done its work!
Quickly! Leave quickly! Go, go, go! Run! Unit!
Have fun. Yeah, it'll get their units to piss off, basically. Right. So, alright. Now we need to be a little more careful. But anyway, I mean, that's why I think the longest campaign I've done so far is with Rohan. I'm at like turn 65. The Dunlandings are gone. Isengard is dead. But Mordor, at that point, Mordor is like tons of orc stacks. They got Mumakil. I mean, they're ready for the full out Middle Earth War kind of stage. Come on. But that's why since the mod is so new, that's why I think the shorter stream I did Sunday, and like for today I'm only gonna go about another hour, like a 3-hour-ish stream for these first few campaigns, which I'm just picking the campaigns that I've really enjoyed and had the most success with. It's not by any means because I think because I think some factions are just super like better than others. It's just personal preference. Because I plan on covering all of them. There's not that many. They will all get covered at some point. So I will get to all of them, just going to take some time. Which at that point, I mean, it'll be released. You guys will have access to it if you have the Rome Remaster. Yeah, I just lost 3 of his. Oh, he could destroy that, but... You're shooting into a house. Oh, no. You're out. Wrong guy. You should be able to kill the last of them. There we go.
The enemy general is killed.
It's a very unique faction, Isengard. Oh yeah, Isengard is. I mean, Isengard is the same way in this mod so far. I've played a little bit with them. They have a really difficult start. Because all
Settlement captured.
No, just occupied so we can bump it up. So it's really cool what the mod has done. They literally set up Rohan and Isengard from the movies, like the original movies. Okay, so you have Saruman here. It's essentially Saruman has just like beaten the piss out of Gandalf, right? So he's beaten the crap out of Gandalf. He sent Lurtz over here to attack, to get the ring, right? So Lurtz is over here, which his bodyguard is complete shit, but he is essentially caught in an ambush right away by Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas, and their units are just like high tier type units. So your like main general gets killed right away. Saruman is stuck in Isengard, and then Rohan gets Gandalf up here and Éomer, and they, I mean, like they should, they send, like, they just flood their troops at you. But likewise, when playing as Rohan, you guys, well, you didn't see because they didn't attack, but typically they send like 2 stacks at you right away. So right from the get-go, with playing as Rohan, you have some pretty big like battles that you need to win effectively, because if you don't have the means to get back, retrain, and go attack again. Because I mean, you guys can see, like, just to get down here is what? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, over 8 turns to get to Edoras. I mean, it's 9 turns to get from here to over here. So you just really got to be careful. Which there are a lot of campaigns like that in this, where if you make one like if you lose a battle, I mean, there's, in some cases, you just got to restart because you just won't recover from it. I enjoy it though, because it's this game, or mod, I should say, it makes the player focus on a faction's strengths and not their weaknesses. Like, you know, you can't, in this mod, you can do it a little bit with Dak because they have put in more, they've put in more units that kind of help their infantry a little bit. But that is not here in this mod at this point in time. They're like low tier infantry, have like 1 attack, like 9 or 10 defense. Their do or die is their cavalry in this mod. You can get away with it in Dak a little more, But I mean, it's make or break for a lot of campaigns early on. Alright, let's see what we... Everything's being built. That's good. Yeah, we got the money. Let's build that there now. It'll help a little bit money-wise, but it's more so when it gets... That way when we upgrade it, it's already built. Yep, that's good. That's good. You need to talk to Gimli's dad.
Yes, my lord. I shall speak with them at once.
A most generous proposal.
I wonder if they'll even accept it.
We see no benefit to us.
Yes.
Dwarves, I mean, as you would expect, are fairly stubborn in this game in terms of diplomacy. Get these guys retrained. It would be good to get these guys. For the extra 50 upkeep, these guys are vastly strong, just better. They're just better. But I don't need them right now, so don't recruit them just yet. Actually, it would be good to put the smack on them right away. So yeah, let's actually recruit them. Because we can hold off their... The Dunlendings, I don't know if you guys are fans of them, but in this mod, I haven't seen any of their units that I'm like, okay, like, this is their, you know, this is like their go-to unit. They don't have anything so far in the game that I'm really wowed about. Even their generals are pretty, like, this is bad. This is really bad in terms of a general unit. I think that's what this mod actually does a lot better job of. So far anyway, is that it keeps it very lore friendly, I guess. Like the Dunlendings, you know, in DAC are pretty strong. Their late tier units are pretty good. But they're not supposed to be. Like, they're mostly peasants, you know, they're farming, hunter, like farming, hunting, you know, kind of living out in the bayou kind of type of people. And that's what their army reflects. They're not supposed to be a super strong military might. Since you're the capital, yeah, build the money building now. Cavalry would be really nice. But yeah, we need more money. We got more settlements. We need more money to spread around. It makes sense for them to be bad. Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they're like lore-wise, like they are supposed to be bad. Like, and that's okay. You know, that it's acceptable. It's okay to have a bad unit or a bad faction in the game that people can dogpile on. It's okay.
Your honor, at once. My lord, on my
Yeah.
way.
We won't worry about Dol Guldur until we're secured over here. We are at war with Isengard. So we need to be careful of that. Yep, build the archer building so we can retrain some of these guys. Which, can you guys... I know we don't have too many people here. Maybe some people lurking. Let's get that repaired. No, never mind. It's not that big of a deal. Good. Can you guys hear the music? I've turned it down quite a bit. Because when I was playing it in my own time, like, it can be pretty overwhelming. But I forgot that, you know, I'm streaming, so...
March! Orders! Forward! Ambush in place! March!
Good.
Orders! Orders!
Yeah, just keep recruiting more of these guys. For now. Just a few more. The other thing we have to take into consideration is if we do take a lot of damage, it's like 10 turns to build the building we need to get the sentries, while it's like 4 turns to get the Elven archers. Just so we can retrain and move on. But it looks... Which, you know, they're like peasant horde. They're like orc garbage. You know, goblin garbage, I should say. They're, like, in comparison, you know, like, Dak has the Dunlendings and Enidwaith. You know, and Enidwaith is like the shit, you know, peasants kind of thing. But even Enidwaith has... A lot of times in Dak, the AI Enidwaith will take over, like, all of this territory here. They just beat everybody with numbers. Yeah, that'll be good for cash. No. Save it. Actually, I changed my mind. Save it so we can get the training hall next turn. Yep, that'll be good for retraining. That'll be good for money. And that's good for money. And in the meantime, we'll just keep sending our army over here and just keep holding Mordor at bay. I know they're probably hiding in here. Yep, good. That way we can get some cavalry too. Good. Good. But I mean, they've done the same thing with Aragorn. So, like, in Dak 2, Aragorn's faction is really freaking strong. They have a very, very difficult start. But if you get Aragorn's faction going in Divide and Conquer, they have one of the most fleshed out rosters in the game that all of their units, are really good. But like here, it's, you know, they have hobbits, they have, you know, farmers, that kind of thing, and their armies are represented like that. I mean, the hobbits are good, and they have some, like, they have another, like, there's like a ranger unit, like Aragorn, you know what Aragorn was before he became king. But other than that, it's mostly low tier garbage. Okay, here we go. See, they've already got trolls. That's a problem. Yeah, 14 missile attack for orcs is really good. Okay. We need you. Good. Trolls in this game, unlike like Felbeasts and some things that are a little glitchy, trolls, which almost every single tester has brought it to the modding team's attention, trolls are very, very overpowered at the moment. Alright, we're gonna have to send these guys back. For example, I had horse archers as Rohan, and I wasted an entire unit's ammo into a unit, just a single unit of trolls, and not a single troll died. So I don't know if they're planning on changing it, but they have so many hit points, they just suck in all of the fucking ammo. It's getting late for me and I need to head out. Good luck with the rest of the campaign. Off to catch the VOD tomorrow. Hey, thank you for stopping by, Anon. Hope you have a good rest of your night, man. Or a good night's sleep if you're going to bed. Okay.
Sir, sir. Move out.
Bring him back.
Yes, strategos.
You go up there. You come back this way.
My lord, my lord.
You come over here. This map is really bad. It's not a walled settlement. If you guys have seen the movie Avatar, think of the tree. That's kind of, it's a tree on a hill. It's just really hard to defend. The good thing is they don't have any generals. That's the good thing. Bad thing is they are getting their late tier armies already. So like, for example, in terms of like the cost, right, I talked about. So this is one of the late tier Mordor units, the Orc Warband. It's just their sword and shield unit. But it only cost them 80 gold per turn. So, and it only, I think every Orc unit only takes 1 turn to recruit. We'll be okay. We got reinforcements coming.
Surrounded. Sir.
Good. Oh, we need to kill him. He'll cause a lot of like,
Orders.
why can't I think of it? Devastation, if he's not already doing it. Okay, so he hasn't done it yet since he just showed up. 4 turns. Yikes. Yep, because we're gonna need this to be able to hold the line a little bit, or hold the frontier kind of thing. Save the money.
Sir. Move out.
Good. We save them. Alright, they can attack next turn. 7 against 9. But they do have trolls. What else do they have? It's pretty late to your army. Hey, Lily. It's going well. Mordor is starting to invade, which is expected at this point. We just need to defeat. It's a pretty good army. The good thing is they only have 1 missile unit. But I need more missile units. Okay, that's not worth the investment. That's giving me cavalry. Let's build this one so we can get more vanguards. And good. Haldier's coming back to assist. So 7 against their 9. Should be fine. Especially because we have Galadriel. And she's got Twilight Guard. What I should look. What kind of stats or traits does he have? Okay. He hasn't gotten as much as I thought he would have gotten at this point. Alright. They stayed and fought? Interesting. Alright. We'll win this one. But yeah, welcome everyone who's hopping in. It's good to have you here. Alright.
Await my orders. My lord. Units. Units. Double dive. Infantry.
One thing I do miss is seeing where my reinforcements are going to come in at. But that's okay.
Double time.
We should be fine anyway. Okay.
Reinforcements
Oh
have
shit.
arrived, but are they in time to take part in the battle?
Of course.
Hurry, my lord. Units.
Let's try and intercept them. What do they... Skirmishers. Skirmishers are actually pretty good. We'll shoot them first because they don't have shields. Well, these guys do. Even though it's garbage orc units, we don't want to shoot into shields for right now. Okay. Bring you up. Just triple speed it. How many... If I shoot one volley, how many kills do we get? Maybe it might be worth it.
Missile. Missile. Advance. Missile.
Yeah, not worth it at all. Only killed 7. We need our ammo to be worth it. Even though they're in a loose formation. And they only got 9. There we go. No, not in this one. There aren't really heroes in this one, Lily. You just have your generals. Rome Total War and thus Rome Remastered. The older Total War games did not have heroes. Or you have like agents still, but it's different from Warhammer in that sense. Alright, now shoot these guys. Since they're turning sideways, we'll be able to shoot into the back of them. We can they're retreating because they think they've lost already. Good. Just kill as many as we can. This isn't the army losses technically. It's just as if I was withdrawing. So they could still turn around and fight, but at that point, the AI, it's kind of weird. This was, I guess, in the original mod that this came from, where it's like the army losses, but not the army losses. It's just really weird. They're retreating because they think or they believe they've lost. But if you like go and attack them, they'll still turn around and fight you until it actually says routing. They can still turn around and fight. Because I made that mistake playing as Rohan my first time, and I charged my cavalry into the pikemen that said they were withdrawing, and the pikemen turned around and killed my cavalry. So just something to be aware of. If and when you guys play this for the first time or play with cavalry, just be aware of that. Alright, save it again. And let's move on. I figured.
We are surrounded.
Good thing is, yeah, they're not going to wait for their reinforcements. Trolls are a bitch. They don't have they don't have an actual general though. At least you guys will get to see this custom map here. We gotta win this though. I'm just worried about the next army that's a turn away. But, I mean, we can take it back if we lose it. It won't be good.
The ferryman will be busy today.
So yeah, this is the map. It's just really hard to defend because there's tons of access points to get up here. You can block them off, but I mean, your elves, you want to use their missile units, especially since they have trolls. Like, blobbing up with trolls is just not a good idea because of how strong they are. It would be fine if they didn't have the trolls. We would just, you know, block off at choke points and just hit fast forward. But not when they have trolls. Okay, everyone needs to be on guard mode. I wonder if they'll just come this way. Yeah, I definitely need more troops here. I may be screwed. Okay. I don't know if it's like, because I've never fought this map before, honestly. I've never had the orcs come and attack me at this point. Okay, so they, yep, need to shoot the trolls. Yeah, they're sending most of their troops at me. Alright, let's pause. I wonder if auto resolve would have actually, because I wonder if it, I'm thinking it's like DAC, where, you know, auto resolve actually picks up on the choke points and just gives you a massive auto resolve bonus when realistically you probably would have lost. So assuming we lose this, I don't think we can win this. The trolls are just too much of a problem. Like, they're just not taking any freaking damage. Yeah, they're just walking through. Yeah, they're just getting wrecked by the trolls. I mean, it stopped them from... yeah, I mean, they're good. I mean, they're good in other versions as well. It's just, it's to the point. And it's not that they shouldn't be strong, it's that they're stupidly strong is what we've talked to the yeah, like she has 6 hit points. Or like 4, I think 4 hit points. Yeah, like we won't win that. Like they're just stupidly overpowered. Like at least in DAC, like your missiles will do something to them, and in here it's just like the only way to counteract a troll is to bring trolls or to bring Ents. Hey, thank you, God of War, for subscribing. Thank you. And I figured they would exterminate it. Hey, there it goes. It actually worked. That's the first time it's actually worked on the live stream. Oh, no, don't delete it. Because like in deck, you know, they have javelins. Javelins are, you know, for taking down monstrous infantry. Oh gosh. I mean, missiles actually do damage to them. Siege, I can't think of it, but like the siege bow does damage to them. Okay, so I need to go back 1. But it's just right now in the mod, especially because there's actually 4 different kinds of trolls. There's cave trolls, there's mountain trolls, there's battle trolls, and then there's another one that's even more heavily armored that Mordor gets. And as of right now, like there's just nothing that can defeat him. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna lose either way. Oh, that sucks. So this would be a do not do this kind of thing. Yeah, that ruined my income. Yes. That way Killaborn can get over here. Generals are hard to come by, so anytime you can get a free unit. I wonder, where's my spy?
At your service, spy.
They killed 9,000 of my population. Every campaign's different, I'll tell you that. I mean, this is my 6th campaign as these guys. I've gone Moria twice. I've gone to these guys twice. And then, or no, I've gone each 4 and 2. I've gone left 4 times, gone right twice. And neither time has... I'm curious. I'm just doing this now because I'm towards the end of the stream. I'm just seeing, yeah, like, and this is something that we have brought up to their attention, is the degree of anti-player bias. They have 1, 2, well, so they have 1, 2, like, combining this one and this one, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half, almost 6 stacks coming at us this way. And that is all of their forces. So all of their forces, despite Gondor having almost a full stack right here on their doorstep, their armies are coming at me. Just yeah. And they got another one up here, which we've talked to them, or I know I've mentioned it anyway. The amount of just the sheer amount of anti-player bias. We've told them it's got to be turned down. It's to the point where it's just annoying and it doesn't make sense. But yeah, this is definitely a failed campaign. Because we got no money anymore. And yeah, the trolls are just like 5 hit points. It's just, you can't do anything about them, unfortunately. But I mean, that's the beauty in this mod I have found. Like, yes, this sucks. I think we could still recover from it. We'll probably lose that settlement. But like, I've done this several times now, and I've never had Mordor do this. Every time they've been super passive.
Has been lost.
Ooh. Who has it? So this is actually kind of cool. So Frodo and Sam are like a rebel faction that actually are trying to get to Mordor to Mount Doom to destroy it. So this either means that Gollum, who can actually steal the ring from them, he either stole it or somebody else actually picked it up. Like, evil faction picked it up. Okay, they don't have any battering rams yet. Oh, wrong button. We need to save this settlement first. Just forget about that one. Yeah, let him take it. It's fine. Make this super enticing for this army. We'll lose that one. I say we're definitely going to go into the red, which we can negate it for a while. Yeah. I'm just kind of curious to see what will happen here. Yeah, we can't win that. Okay, they didn't take the bait. But yeah, they're just like full-fledged coming at us. So if you play as Aragorn's faction, who Frodo and Sam are a part of Aragorn's faction, so if they get down here and destroy the ring, I believe you win. Or at the least, like, Mordor is destroyed. Excuse me. But I believe if Sauron gets the ring, you don't lose. It's just that Sauron is then able to leave Barad-dûr and attack. Or like be able to move around and actually be on the map, basically. Because even here I bet we'll lose because of the trolls. This is just testing at this point. Actually, it may be a really good... It'll be a really good opportunity to show you guys what I mean. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. That's really what I thought would happen. But no, I'll fight this battle, and then we'll end the stream after that. But I'll show you what I mean by how how trolls are just overpowered. I'll be very surprised if our ammo does any damage to them. Which it's not like... It's not a... It's just frustrating, and we've talked to them about it. So they know about it. The modding team. I just wonder where they're gonna put them at. But it's just crazy, you know. You play a campaign several times, and in all of my campaigns, I've gotten past turn 40. And I mean, it just takes one campaign for things to be, you know, different. Unfortunately, it was the time I chose to stream it. Watch people be like, "Oh, he sucks. He doesn't know how to play them." Alright, where are the trolls? Up there, okay. It's not a complete... I mean, balance of power is in my favor. Which is kind of weird. I wouldn't have expected that. But if they do shit like this, if they send one unit out at a time, we actually may stand a chance. Because the other army they have doesn't have trolls. The problem is we need our ammo for the trolls though, because I'm very skeptical on whether or not all of these troops in melee can handle that single troll unit. Get deleted. That'll be the end of them. The good thing is they'll just keep sending troops down. I need them to send the trolls though. I could do the siege thing, but we just don't have the time to do that for the stream or for the campaign at this point. We're just losing too much money. I think we're gonna run out of ammo. They're sending multiple. Yeah, they're like sending a bunch at me now. Alright. Shoot into these sides. There we go. Oh shit. Here come the trolls. Good stuff. Lisa says, the AI good in deliberately making you use up your ammo? No. So, typically, it's the AI being stupid and wasting their troops. So, like in Warhammer 2, right? The AI, like in terms of sieges, the AI will just let you shoot them without ever retaliating. Like, they won't venture out. And so that's what the AI is trying to do. The problem is, if you have enough missile units, you'll do so much damage to them, but by the time they realize it, they will retreat. Because they're like, okay, well, we took too much damage. So they're basically programmed to go do something about getting shot, but then they reach a certain threshold in terms of taking so much damage that it then switches and tells them, okay, you've taken too much damage, you need to retreat. And so it's just like, I mean, they're doing what it's programmed to do. Definitely, it's definitely doing what it's being told to do. You know, sally out, do something about getting destroyed, but you just do so much damage to them. By the time they get to you, they're just like, well, you know, shit, basically. And at that point, kind of like here, like they came out and then you shoot them, and then it's just too. Oh, what the hell? It's just too late for them at that point. I don't want to use too much more ammo, because I need as much ammo as possible to show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh shit! All right, stop firing. Sorry, normally I wouldn't pause it. Okay. Because yeah, they really don't have many troops left. But they got frickin' trolls. Alright. And there's no just like straight up army losses. So like, I mean, if I want to win this, I mean, I gotta kill every single one of them because they are defending. Yeah, it's not a good decision on my part. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Units! 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 Attack! Units! Make haste! Units! Advance! Get back in position! Units! Units! Units!
Alright, they want to do that. Oh yeah, I love the music. Alright, here come the trolls, finally. And I'm gonna even like mess with them, so all my missiles should be firing at them at all times. But I mean, I know I don't have all of my ammo, but this will go to show you guys what I mean when I say, like, they need to be adjusted. Because the trolls will, like, pick a target and chase it, even though they're getting shot by other things. They'll pick a unit and just charge after that. I've picked up on that. So look at that. I've already since with what I've had, I've burned through a quarter,
Units! Units! Advance!
and they haven't lost a single entity.
Units! Units! Double die!
And they got way too much here yet
Infantry!
that I can justify doing that. They haven't lost a single troll.
Units! Units! Hurry! Come back, cowards! Units! Missile! Missile! Advance!
And this is what I mean, how trolls are overpowered. I burned through half of my ammo on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. 9 units spent half their ammo and they didn't kill a single troll. Like, this sand is supposed to be their blood effects. None of them have even started taking like any damage whatsoever. So yeah, not to desktop. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say if you see trolls, be afraid of trolls. It's not a good thing. That was just a single unit. I've gone up against armies that have had 3. The only way I've seen to go to get around it, basically you cause the army losses. Like, you get the army to withdraw, and that's in a land, land, not a siege battle. And then they'll just route to route. But yeah, gotta do something about that. But other than having a severe last few turns bad, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am gonna end it here. Obviously, it's not a great showcase on how to do a long term. For example, I'll show you guys here quick. Where is it? Did I get rid of it? Why did I get rid of it? Oh, because it started crashing and then okay. Okay. I did have one that was at turn 45, where I had conquered, going to the west, took out Dol Guldur, and then it was just beating the armies back. But just right now, Mordor is so difficult to deal with because of the trolls. But yeah, I'll talk to the modding team and let them know again about the trolls. Something's got to be done about them because it's just unfun and doesn't make sense, kind of thing. But let's see. Doesn't look like anyone is streaming that I know. But yeah, thank you guys for being here today. I hope you enjoyed a little more looking into the elves. I'm definitely going to do another campaign of this. Yeah, this is not going to be... I'm not satisfied with this. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed showcasing some new units, a new faction, learning a little bit of the in and outs, the do's and don'ts. Obviously, don't lose one of your major settlements. And it's the beauty in it. And what I mean. Or what I mean by that is, I've mentioned a few times, but I've done this strategy 4 times now, and then come back, and it's worked. And then this one time, if we toggle the Fog of War again, I've can you tell how much damage is done to the unit, even though they actually So, kind of, Styric, kind of. I don't know why the blood effects have turned to sand. I've let them know that too. Basically, the more bloodier, it's kind of like Dak, the bloodier a unit is, the closer they are to death. So if you go back on the stream or the VOD once I end the stream, only one of their trolls really had like blood on them, which means all the other trolls in their group hadn't really taken any damage, and I had used half of my ammunition across 9 units on it. And the thing is, like, trolls being trolls are obviously a super large entity. So, excuse me, my mouth is getting dry. Almost all of the arrows should be hitting a target, but they're either not hitting their target or they have too many hit points where they just don't die. So basically, with it saying like 5 hit points, each troll can essentially die 5 times before it actually dies. But yeah. But yeah, overall, like, I've never had this happen where Mordor is just sending, everything at me. Like, they already got another full stack coming at me. I've never had that happen before. It's just weird, random luck. It happens. But, I mean, we're definitely going to do Elven factions again. We'll, not satisfied with this, but what is it? Is it with a, yeah, it is now. Hey, I found it. So here is, this is, I don't know this person. This was a person Suzanne knows. Suzanne's a really good supporter of the channel. It's a completely different game. It's like a RPG game. It's called King Arthur. He's got 66 subs. And he's just kind of having a chill stream, it looks like. I have him muted so I don't get in trouble with the YouTube. But yeah, it doesn't look like he has too many people watching. If a few people lurking want to go over there and just stay in chat and just kind of watch a stream while doing whatever it is you're doing, feel free. But yeah, I don't know when I'll be back streaming. This weekend for sure. I doubt Thursday or Friday because those are the days my fiance has off of work. I may stream tomorrow depending on what time I get home. Wednesdays are usually our busier days. So if it's a super late day, I probably won't stream. And in that case, I'll see you guys on Saturday. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. And I will see you guys hopefully soon.